Yo, what is up, Nightreign gamers? I'm finally back. Holy crap, I missed you guys so much. How's it going, everybody? How's the volume of the music? Today, we're just gonna chill and talk about my experience playing the final version of the game at PAX. But yeah, we're just gonna play my old footage and chat about the game. Tell me everything. I'm gonna. Man, it was such a good time. First off, I got invited out by Bandai Namco to host their PAX booth at freaking PAX East. And I've been gone since, what, Wednesday? Because I had to get there by Thursday. That's when the convention started. And it's Monday now, and we had the whole weekend. It was Thursday through Saturday, or Sunday, I should say. And my God, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, you know. I commentated, I played the game. We all took turns because there was 5 of us. There was it was me, Distortion 2, Larksa, Lil Aggie, and Park and Harbor, and we all took turns playing and commentating. And of course, there was also professional commentators there that like absolutely like blew it away. Hi, Zelda. I have done an AMA on Reddit, on the Nightreign Reddit, if you guys want to check that out. In case I don't answer your question in this stream, you can post it on there and I'll answer it. I'm so jealous. Yeah, it was an opportunity of a lifetime, man. I feel so honored to be invited out by them. And, you know, me and Bandai Namco have a really strong relationship throughout like almost a decade. I think it's been more than a decade now. What, since Dark Souls 2? Yep. Officially been a decade. So that's fucking sick. Also, look at that Wild Earl. Oh, but yeah, no, we had an absolute blast. It was a good time. It was a really busy 4-day thing. If you guys didn't see it, we worked in this big ass dome. They really did it up. But Bandai Namco has like infinite money, so every event they have is extra. It's crazy, you know. For the Armored Core one, they sent us to a fucking hangar, like an airplane hangar, and put like a real Armored Core like in there. There was like an actual mech, like a pilotable mech. It was fucking crazy. For this one, of course, they did a massive theater dome right in the center of PAX. I'm gonna bring it up here so you guys can see it. But it was really fucking cool. The dome I was working in all weekend. I was trapped in there for like all 4 days. It was great though. It was great because it was away from the crowds, right? So I was able to just chill in there and do my magic. Yeah, the sphere, the Elden Ring dome, dude. The Elden Ring dome. It was super cool. Like I said, they do not fuck around. Yeah, it was packed up every single day. This is where I worked, right in the middle here. I played on this computer. They had really nice computers with 4070s. We were playing on PC. Ran at a silky smooth 60 FPS. I'm not sure if you can boost it up anymore. I didn't check the settings because I'm dumb. But you might be able to. Anyways, it ran really good, way better than normal Elden Ring. So that's something I want to point out. And then the commentators are over here chatting in the stand, the professional commentators. Of course, we switched out with them too so they could take breaks and, you know, survive, because we were doing it all fucking day. I think we did 8 hours a day, right? I'm trying to think. Yeah, full 8 hours every day. So yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. It was really fucking cool. The theater had lights that changed depending on what happened. Right when you got to like the end of the run, it would like start glowing and the whole theater would light up. It was fucking crazy, dude. It was really fucking cool. There's some other cool shit. Let me see. This was the Bandai Namco team that I got to work with, and of course Aggie and Park and Harbor. Dist and Larksa had to leave early, so they're not in this picture, but they were there, I promise. King Nerd in the center. Yep, they put me in the center because I'm the most important. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. You might be wondering, how did I get myself in this situation? Well, I played too much video games. Yeah, really cool. Really cool stuff. All right, back to the gameplay so I can But actually, I'm gonna actually start chatting about my experience now, because I wanted to sort of give you a picture of the event, right, and what we were doing there. Are you not a professional commentator? No. Dude, it's two different skills I quickly realized after doing it. I was really bad when I had to, but yeah, I tried my best. I really hope no one recorded that one. And speaking of recording, you are allowed to record the footage at PAX. You were allowed to record the footage at PAX. So a lot of people got out their phones, put some screenshots up, bunch of videos. So you might be able to find those on YouTube, or I don't know, wherever the fuck people are posting those. Could be anywhere. The boss kicked our ass. Even the best players in the world, the best PvEers in the world, were getting their ass beat for a bit. Of course they did beat them pretty quickly, and I followed suit. But yeah, no, it was shit's hard. Which I really enjoy. There's huge difficulty in this game. Especially if you don't get some good weapons for your run, which is entirely possible in this game. Sometimes RNG just fucks you. Yeah, really cool. There's a bunch of videos. Yeah, very cool. But it was so much fun. It really was great working with Bandai Namco, and of course all my friends. Do you think it'll be easier when it's multiplayer? It is multiplayer. We played trios, and it was not easier. It was hard. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't even get to play solos or duos. Although I think there is going to be like some sort of solo scaling. We don't know exacts on that. So if you guys are wondering about that, I got nothing for you. Sorry. A 20% Libra clear is true. Yes. Us as... So here's how the event worked, right? We were chilling in the dome. And it was one Bandai Namco professional, right? One of the best players at Bandai Namco, and they were really good. I promise you, they were exceptional players. And then we had one of us, the influencer lord, you know. And then we would get from a third, we'd pick someone from the audience, right? They would do like a funny bit like, ooh, it's a 3-player game, but I only see 2 people. And then they'd pick someone from the audience. It was sort of cute. Anyways, so we'd get a random from the audience. They could be good or bad. We tried to get experienced players that like knew what they were doing, because they were like, all right, put your hands up if you played Elden Ring. Okay, put them up if you know, beat the night and play the network test, beat the Night Lord in the network test. And then they would pick that person, right? They'd always pick that person. But like some people would just, you know, they would fucking lie. And they would get up there and it was clear that they never played Elden Ring in their life. And that's, you know, it's fine, but man, it made the runs harder, right? When you have 2 really good players and one player who's never played Elden Ring before, it's hard. Even on the baby boss, it's hard, right? Even on Gladius, it was difficult. However, on our Gladius runs, which was day 1, we did basically exclusively Gladius. We killed him 100% of the time. We did not die to Gladius ever, even with this buffed version, right? They buffed his damage and his health, and we still killed him 100% of the time. And then we talked to Bandai Namco, and we were like, man, we should make this more interesting, right? Like literally everybody's getting the little winners ribbons. You know, everybody's given the t-shirts. We should make this more interesting. We should make it a lot harder. So they got the okay from FromSoft to start showing the new boss that IGN showed, Libra, which is the crazy cool like frenzy boss that like basically has MMO raid mechanics and absolutely demolished us. Like I said, yeah, 20% win rate the whole weekend, the whole last 3 days on Libra, dude. 20% win rate. Like, that's crazy, dude. And like I said, you know, you got little Aggie, Distortion, Park and Harbor, and fucking Larksa, dude. There's some of the best PvEers in the world there. And like, I'm not bad at PvE. Like I held my own weight for being a PvPer. I really held my own weight. I was pretty proud of that. But my God, man, some runs were just unwinnable, dude. Sometimes you get bad RNGs. Sometimes, you know, the person from the crowd literally was asking, like, how do I use my Estus flask? And then we were in trouble. That's when I knew we were cooked. So this game really relies on three people to really know what they're doing and really just get good, honestly. So I think this game is gonna piss people off because everybody thinks it's gonna be like, oh, it's 3 players, it's like Elden Ring gank game, it's gonna be so easy, it's like summoning 3 friends. But what they don't realize is that the game is balanced around 3 players. So I think people are in for a bit of a shock when they play it, when they finally play it and start getting their ass beat, honestly. So it'll be fun, man. It'll be fun. We did, and we had an absolute blast. And like I said, the Libra boss is more about like learning the mechanics and adapting to them as quickly as possible, right? And there were some really tricky ones. I'm not even going to go into detail. You can search the videos if you want. I'm not going to show them here because it's something like it's really special to experience with like a group, right? And try to learn it yourself. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. So we basically, yeah, the difficulties there. The boss had MMO mechanics, something I've never seen in a FromSoft game before. Like literally, it was like doing a World of Warcraft raid and dying to stuff and then thinking, oh shit, next time we gotta try something else. Let's try this, you know? It was very strange, but it was super refreshing and honestly fun. It was super fun. I liked it. I liked it a lot. MMO mechanics gonna be bad with randoms? Yeah, until people learn the game, which of course they will. It's gonna be a bad fucking time. For sure. The beginning of this game's launch, people are just gonna have no idea what they're doing. They are gonna throw so hard. You're gonna have to brace your back if you know what you're doing. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Now a lot of you guys in chat, I see you guys asking about the replayability, about the random the randomization of the game, the enemy variety, the RNG variety. I can safely say that has slightly improved. It has improved. And I think it'll improve even more once we get to fight more Night Lords and unlock more of the game. So basically, from what I could tell, every Night Lord that you queue into at the start of a match, you pick your Night Lord that you queue into. You have to unlock them. So at the start, I think you only start with Gladius, and then eventually you can unlock Libra and the others by, you know, killing Gladius. It sort of goes sequentially. I think in terms of difficulty too. So some Night Lords are just way harder. But each Night Lord has their own pools of bosses that they can roll, right? So you see here we're doing Gladius. You get the Demi-Human Queen and Yoda, right? That's in their pool. In the pool I did, you had shit like Godskin Duo and Tibia Mariner, right? So each Night Lord, I think, has their own set of mini bosses that can roll while you're getting to them, because we never saw these bosses once. We never saw these bosses once while we were playing. Are the layouts properly random now? So I don't think so. There's random events, but I think the layouts are they are random, but they are selected by I'm almost positive this is how it works after playing all weekend, because I got to play and watch like what 40 plus games this weekend of the final game, by the way, the very final game. And I think it works in that they craft a world from the randomizer, but they select it as one of the possible worlds that you can get, right? So there's maybe like 10 different areas you can get per Night Lord, and it picks one of those 10, and then you get random enemies in each place, and then you get random events happening in each spot. So it's random in that sense, and I think that's why they didn't want it to be true random, because things might get fucking. But it's possible you might see the same exact seeds, quote unquote, in terms of the map generation. Also, I get stuck there. That was pretty funny. This is, of course, the network test that is showing on the screen because I don't have footage from the event. And if I did have footage from the event, it would be cam footage and it would be ugly as sin. So I know you guys probably don't want to see that anyways. But yeah. Yeah, definitely map variations. I think that's how they're doing it. Like lots of different map variations. But randomization inside those map variations. I think that's what's happening. And I can confidently say that I didn't see a run that was the same at all in our play sessions, you know? Usually in the network test, it would be the exact same fucking run over and over and over and over and over. And like you got to know the map, you got to know exactly what was happening, where to go. It is not the case in the final game. We played the exact same Night Lord, for 3 days, and Gladius for the 1 day, and all of them were different. Every single run was different. Every single run, some new crazy shit happened. Some new bullshit happened. You got different armor and loot and weapons. It was varied. It was extremely varied. So I had a lot more fun than I did in the network test. And a lot of my main worries from the game were gone right after playing the final game for PAX. I felt a huge sort of wave of relief. Like, oh God, thank God, you know. Thank God it's not super dumb. Oh, I gotta turn the music back on. If you're satisfied, I'm ecstatic. So I do want to talk about my worries, right? Or not my worries, but my mild disappointments. So I already told you guys that my main worry with the game was the variation and the randomization and stuff, and I wanted it to be even crazier than we already had it, right? I wanted it to have, like, you know, more than like the thunder on the dodges and the sprint storm, you know, those Samurai storm spawning on you and crazy shit happening. I didn't feel that crazy variation, like, sort of change at all from the network test. So, you know, the runs can vary a lot and you can get some cool shit, but they didn't really add anything new from the network test or change anything too much in terms of that variation. And I feel like that's sort of like a miss, you know? Like, I want to see crazy shit. I want to see, like, I don't know, speed up your fucking attack speed, or like maybe that unlocks later, but, or maybe like you get crazier shit through like the relic system, because I did see some crazy shit that unfortunately I can't talk about. But yeah, no, it's slightly disappointing that this game isn't going to be exactly roguelike like I had hoped it would be. It's going to be more of like a very, very tight co-op Elden Ring experience, and that's fine. It's not going to be, you know, the crazy, like, oh my God, like I'm stacking like attack speed and my character's like glitching out, but I can like kill the boss in 2 hits, like, you know, stuff you expect from like Risk of Rain or Binding of Isaac or like a traditional roguelike. It's just, you're not going to get that in this game, and I sort of have to accept that. And it might even be unrealistic for me to have those expectations of this game. Even though every run will be different, it's never going to get to that crazy point. You're never going to get like, oh, like this run is insane. Like, oh my God, like you will get that, because you'll get like, you know, rivers of blood, and, you know, then you'll get like some bleed stacking, some double bleed stack damage buffs, like 50% damage when you bleed an enemy. You know, you stack like 25 and then you get another 25 and you're like, oh fuck. And then you start melting the bosses, and that is fun. And that is where you sort of get that holy shit, this is an insane run satisfaction. And that's I think that's the Elden Ring way of them doing that, and I think that's actually all right. So yeah, I have mixed feelings on that, right? I have totally mixed feelings on that. I wish they made it a little crazier. I'm sure modders will fucking take this game and go ape shit and actually do that. Like, I guarantee you the modders will make this game better in that sort of fucked up way that I sort of desire. But yeah, it's gonna be good no matter what. It's a great game. I had so much fun. I couldn't stop playing. They had to kick me off because, you know, the other influencers had to play, and I was like, damn it. But damn it. Oh, but yeah, there was some crazy new stuff. There's some crazy new stuff. Let me talk about the characters first. I see a lot of you guys in chat talking about the characters. So, I got to play the new characters, Raider and Iron Eye. I was not able to play the others. Of course, the Executor and Revenant. We were not able to play them or show them off, at least. But yes, lots of Iron Eye, lots of Raider, and they're super fun. They are super fun. Let me go over Iron Eye first. Iron Eye has a passive that gives your team better loot. This passive, I'm telling you, is gonna get nerfed. It's gonna get nerfed. There's no fucking way it's working like as intended. Every Iron Eye run, we got nothing but purples and legendaries from like any hard boss we did. And when we were playing without him, we got fucking blues the whole run. And I was like, where's my loot? Where's my loot? And if you watch the footage from PAX, you'll notice that when there's an Iron Eye, we basically like win because we get like stacked as hell. And he's very squishy, and he doesn't do a whole lot of damage with like bows without status. But he's good for that. He's a good support for that, which makes him like incredibly valuable to have on a team. I really hope they nerf it because it feels like without him, like your loot sucks, dude. Like, I swear to God, we didn't even see purples, dude, without him. And we were clearing the whole map doing like the hard stuff. It felt really bad. So that's one thing I'm like, Iron Eye's dumb. Anyways. Iron Eye passive, extremely overpowered, honestly. And then of course his main ability is called, I don't know what it's called, but it marks the player, right? So it's a melee ability. You go up, you like stab them, and then you do like a bloodhound step dash away from them, right? And you mark them with like his dagger. The mark does extra damage to the enemy, and it has iframes when you dash away from something. So basically it's like an escape tool and a mark. It's really fucking cool. Perfect for Iron Eye. I didn't notice the damage was that high when you mark stuff. That was one thing about the mark, is I was like, it felt a little underwhelming in terms of like the damage. And the iframes and the escape tool was the real like meat and potatoes of that ability. So it was still cool. Yeah, like you could run up and like stab your teammate and actually mark them to revive them too, which is cool. And especially because most Iron Eye use bows because they're quite squishy. He doesn't have a lot of health. It was like the perfect combo, right? Because you like run up, you mark them, dash away, and then and then they're back up. Like he's really good for like reviving your team, keeping them alive. Now next up was his ultimate ability, which was a big ass arrow, right? He does the big ass arrow, and my God, that was super strong. It like staggered everything. It had the hitbox of a fucking semi truck. It cleared out entire camps. Yeah, the golem sniper arrow. Yeah, the fucking great bow. That was insane. It literally cleared entire camps without you like even aiming at anything. You were just like, whoa, and then everything died in like the vicinity. It actually must have the hitbox of a semi truck. It's hysterical. It's really good. Of course, it was really good for revives too. I think it like instant revives people if you hit them with it. So basically, Iron Eye is pretty good. I think Iron Eye is pretty good, but he's squishy, right? He's very, very squishy. So he's hard to play. He's sort of like Recluse in that way. and that he's sort of a squishy baby, but he does a lot. Very cool. Very cool. Chainsaw hitbox, actually. Anyways, that's Iron Eye. I really like him. I think his passive is busted. Everything else is totally fine. I think he's balanced. Really cool character. Like, I enjoyed playing him a lot. But the Bandai Namco people, that was their favorite. So they often played Iron Eye and sort of carried everybody. They got so many wins on him against the Libra boss where we were like dying, and they just like pop, 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 pop. Just slow and steady damage with the bow and super safe damage, right? Like, aside from that, it's just super safe damage over time. Pelting away at the boss. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the next character I got to play. Raider. Raider, a lot of people have been wondering about Raider. The strength guy. The strength build. Holy shit. You know, I love me a good charged R2 and jump attack. And Raider is the epitome of strength build. He's so good. His passive allows him to tank through anything and everything in the entire game with his two abilities, right? Like, it literally lets him just poise through it. 0 damage. It's in nuts. He is insane. His abilities are what makes him exceptional, right? He basically has a big, like, charged, like, punch that you're able to charge. You're able to charge. And if you counterattack, it does even more damage, and it lasts, like, a little longer. He's like, and you, like, punch the shit out of him. It's really strong. It does, number one, it does a lot of damage and a lot of stagger. You are constantly staggering people as Raider if you time it right? He's super strong. So that's his ability, is the punch. And his ultimate ability is the pillar. He summons a big pillar. He takes his knife and he stabs into the ground. It takes a while. He has iframes during the entire animation. So he's like, and he puts a pillar into the ground. The pillar spawns. It does, again, you guessed it, massive damage and massive stagger damage. But more than that, it spawns this big ass pillar that often I found trapped bosses inside of it, which was a little like scuffed. It was a little funny. It's like you can't like hit them and they can't hit you. They're just like trapped inside. So sometimes it like paused the fight, which was like a good thing and a bad thing. It was very scuffed and really funny. I enjoyed it a lot, but really Raider, all it comes down to is big damage, big stagger. I didn't really find a use for the pillar aside from, you know, randomly like keeping a boss inside of it for like 10 seconds. You know, it was like 5-10 seconds with the pillar lasts. You can't break it. It is a fixed duration. But it was fun as fuck. He was super fun. I really liked Raider a lot. If you like strength characters, he's literally Unga Bunga guy. Look at this T-pose, by the way, in the network test. It's so funny. But yeah, Raider was sick. Raider was one of my favorites. Definitely a highlight. I'm going to play him, actually. I think I'm going to play him a lot in the full game. Because, yeah, again, his pillar did massive AoE damage, so it was good for, number one, doing damage, but number two, reviving your teammates, right? If two people were down, you could run up, get iframes, stab the ground, stun the boss, and revive your teammates at the exact same time. And be safe on top of the pillar if you needed to heal, right? So it was like a triple whammy. He was incredibly strong. And he had a shit ton of health. I forgot about that. Raider get a lot of HP, like tons. And I feel like that's going to be obviously important. You know how many times I tell people to level their vigor? Well, it's more like picking, you know, Birdman has the most HP, I think. Wilder, Raider, those characters are extremely powerful and safe characters that I think a lot of people are going to gravitate to because of their large health pools. Also, wow, I got fucked. Yeah, really, really cool. So the two new characters I got to play were really fun. I think that's really all I have to say about the characters. You guys have any other questions about the final game that I got to play? I see a lot of people asking about the map. Of course, the map is the same. You know, it's Limveld. But again, there's like different variations of it, especially more. There was a lot more than the network test. And I really appreciated that because no two runs were really the same. Was there much more variety? No, certainly not. But it was better. It was a lot better. Boss variety. So I talked about this earlier, but each Night Lord has, at least for the first time running them, it has set boss pools that it can roll. I think day 1 has 3 bosses that it can cycle between, and day 2 has another 3 bosses they can cycle between. So you might think like, oh, only 6 bosses per Night Lord. And that's what I said. I was like, I don't think that's right. So I think the more you play, the more bosses will unlock, right? It's just like an early game thing to make it easier to ease players into it. My assumption is that the more you play, the more bosses you unlock for everyone, right? And there might even be like a new game plus mode where the game like actually starts and that randomizes like everything. That is my assumption, but I really need to, it's like, I need to get my hands on this game. I need to play through it for a long time. Of course, we're going to. And then I can say, yes, it has true variety, true RNG. It's much better than we could have imagined. Like, yeah. How's the Duke's dear Freya? I'm so glad someone asked. Freya was so fucking cool to fight in Elden Ring. It was surreal, dude. That was one of the highlights. Was like, oh my god, Dark Souls 2 boss. Like, oh, it was so cool. We knocked off her head. It rolled around like a soccer ball, like usual. It was fucking amazing. I was like, oh my god, yes. I was so happy. Yeah, it was fucking great. The laser beam was like a little scuffed. You know, Freya's laser beam, it was like a little scuffed. It like went like over me. I was like, what the hell? I don't know if they're gonna fix that because this is the final game, but it wasn't like the day 1 patch. But her laser beam, literally, I sat in front of it and it went over my head. It might have been the terrain because you never know where you're gonna fight the boss, right? You fight him in different areas, so they may have just not made the hitbox big enough. It was like super thin laser. It was really funny. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just keep on hitting you in the face. Freya's arena was pretty flat. That's the thing, is you fight bosses in different areas every single time because it is random to a degree. So like you could fight Freya in like a flat place. You could fight her on a hill. I fought her on a hill when I fought her. I'm almost positive. So they overcorrected the laser. Yeah, exactly. They were worried about people complaining about Dark Souls 2 hitboxes, you know? They were like, oh man, Dark Souls 2 hitboxes made their way into this game. They were like, oh, we don't want that. That's like probably exactly what happened, I swear to God. Goofy. So yeah, that was fun. That was super fun. Do you think unlocking new Light Lords unlocks new variations of the map? Yes. Yes, I think that's almost exactly what's happening. And speaking of that, now I'm just gonna like randomly talk about things I remember and that come up. There was a new event. There was a new event where you would walk into it and the whole place was like super dark, right? It was like foggy as hell and like just dark, and you couldn't see shit. But what happened there was you would get attacked by Nightfarer NPCs, like in Nightfarer invaders, dude. Like literally you'd get invaded. So we got invaded by Wilder, we got invaded by Duchess, and we got invaded by the NDA character that we couldn't talk about. They were like, look away. They were like, look away, don't fight him. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, so it was really funny. Like a lot of the times, like I had to like just run away from stuff because we weren't supposed to show them off yet. The randomization like sort of like spoiled shit. So I think someone got some like video or pictures of that moment, but I can't even talk about it. So I'll just say that happened at one point and it was hilarious. Like literally the Bandai Namco people were yelling at me. They were like, you got it. No, don't. And I was like, okay. Cause they haven't announced them yet. It was really funny. They didn't think about that. Oh man. Yeah, it was hysterical. But yeah, so that's an event that can happen, is basically NPC invasions, right? They have cool NPC invasions. I was like, man, they should have put real invasions in if they're gonna put NPC invasions in, those cowards. Anyways, yeah, it was fucking hysterical. Someone asked about the lore. There is a lot of lore. I can't go into details about the lore. They specifically told us not to, but there's a whole fucking thing about lore. And honestly, it seems like a huge main focus of Nightreign is lore. I was shocked and surprised. I think it's great. Is there PvP? No, not in this game. We did it. Yay. Look at that. Night Lord fell. Any skins unlocked? So we had access to the 3 skins for each character. It was what is Dusk and Darkness. Day 1 and 2 bosses actually hard. Several teams died to the day 1 and 2 bosses. Yeah, so someone asked about the Shadow of the Erdtree weapons. I personally checked the training grounds. They are not in the final game. So I'm assuming that they're going to be in the DLC for Nightreign, right? You know, there's like a DLC you can buy that's coming out later this year. Almost guarantee you that's going to come with what? 2 new characters and all of the Shadow of the Erdtree weapons. So yeah, I think that's how they're doing it. So in the base game of Nightreign, you won't have backhand blades or like great swords. No miladies. Sorry to say, you'll have to wait just a little longer and buy the DLC. How's the net code? So at our event, we were right next to each other, right? So it was perfect, right? There was no delay. It felt like magic, right? It felt like, you know, when you play rollback on a fighting game and it just works. But we were in the same room. So when we're half a world away, it's going to be different. It's probably going to be like the network test where it was noticeably improved. There was noticeably improved netcode. But, you know, it's still online. It's still can have hiccups and it's still peer-to-peer. So, because, you know, let's be honest, FromSoft doesn't do dedicated server. So, but I mean, it works. It works just fine. It's really not an issue for a game like this. Is this the music playing main menu music? Yep. I got the main menu music going while I chat. In-game voice chat? No in-game voice chat. There are pings, which apparently have had improvements, but I didn't notice any. You can ping stuff. You can ping places on the map. Yeah, lots of stuff. I think they fucked up by not making it crossplay. FromSoft doesn't even know how to do crossplay, yet alone like multiplayer. So it's a miracle that, I don't know, this game exists and functions. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer because that would have been neat. That would have been really nice. I would have loved crossplay, but oh well. I think this is the coolest event I've been to, chat, because number one, I got to meet a lot of you guys, right? That was a highlight. Like, a lot of you guys came in and said hi to me. Some of you guys even got to play with me, right? And it was so fucking cool meeting you. If any of you guys are here, I love you. I hope you had fun at PAX. Yeah, that was definitely my favorite part, is meeting fans. It was so fucking cool. Meeting people that have like been watching me for however long. It was just great to meet them. Although admittedly chat, my second favorite part was playing with a live audience, dude. It was like a surreal. It was fucking crazy. Playing Elden Ring specifically in front of a live audience was very like, whoa. It was super fun. We had 50 people. 50. Actually, no, we fit 75. I forget. We started to get rid of. They got rid of our chairs for other people to watch, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. You know, I don't mind standing. Yeah. So they tried to fit 75 people in that little dome every day. Per session, per hour, because this ran what 45 minutes per run. So it was like the perfect amount of time to, you know, refuel, prepare for the next run, and like switch everybody out if we needed to. Yeah, playing with a live audience, like I said, it was super cool. Like anything I did that was even remotely impressive, like rolling through like a Crucible Knight's attacks, like I parried him, and like the crowds were so good. The crowds were really, really good. The audience was like super reactive, and they would just fucking go apeshit for like any little thing we did. You know, it was fun as hell. So like I started pairing the Crucible Knight over and over, and like the crowd was like, yeah, like fuck yeah, oh my god, like cheering. It was so fucking funny. Like I almost started laughing because it was so ridiculous. It was like something that I thought was so trivial and not very impressive. The crowds of PAX thought it was like the coolest shit ever. And I was like, yeah, because I'm so used to chat calling me like shit and like garbage. They're like, oh man, you fucking suck, dude. It was such a nice, refreshing change of pace from people calling me like bad, even though I beat the game at like New Game Plus 7. It's like, man, this is sort of nice, you know? Like, yeah, it was so fun. It was a really good event. Again, people were really getting into it. They were having a good time. You're pretty mid, I know. The commentary was hype, dude. Shy and Jake did such a good job. They made it like fucking hype as hell. You see here I'm ignoring the storm, and it does like 2 damage. In the final game, it does probably more than double the damage. Probably does more than double that. So you can't like cheese the storm anymore. You have to respect it. If you get caught in the storm, you're fucked. A lot of players that weren't paying attention, that like joined us, had no idea, and they got caught and they just instantly died, right, and lost the level. What was the craziest random event that happened? Oh shit, oh, I forgot to, okay. I'm glad you asked that, Latin. So, there was an event. Total playtime was about 40 hours for the whole con. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you, Tanner. Yeah. Shy's already laughing. Shy's already fucking peeing his pants. Yeah, there's an event. There's a fucking event in the game where these evil flies spawn on top of you and explode, right? Constantly explode. And what happens is if you get hit by the explosion that constantly spawns on you, you fucking lose a level. You literally get level drained. They take away a level, which is like hours of progress in a run. And yeah, that would just randomly happen and just destroy runs. We would just be like, there would be so many runs where it would be going like, dude, this is the run, this is the god run. And then yeah, we would literally get King Allant soul sucked by stupid little bugs that would spawn on top of us and drain our levels. And what it said, it was like, it had an ominous message. It was like, your levels have been stolen. Be sure to find the boss and kill them to get them back. Like a lot of the time, we didn't have time to do that. So we were just like fucking cooked. So basically don't get hit by that if that happens to you. That happened a lot and it fucking sucked. There was a run where someone went from level 7. There was a run from someone went to level 7 to level 1. Tell them about the level 14 bird incident. Oh God, what was that like? What was that, like 7 levels? He got hit over and over. Oh man, yeah, they were fucking in it to win it. They were fucking in it to win it, and yeah, bird up except down, way down level. Oh my God, dude, it was just so fucking annoying and sad. And I got used to it, right? I got used to it and started to dodge it, and then I didn't get hit by it. I didn't get hit by it after that, but it takes, like, you know, it's really funny to watch. It's really funny and fucked up to watch people literally get hit by it over and over, and like, it's fucked up, man. That was just fucked up. That was like FromSoft, like just evil. Like, people are gonna rage so hard at this game, man. Like, they are gonna be upset. They are definitely gonna get salty. It's nasty. That was the nastiest shit ever, dude. I can't believe they have that in the game. So yeah, watch out for that. I'm gonna call it. This is like a whole ass stream. But I hope you guys had fun. I hope I answered any and all of your questions. And again, if I didn't, please go to my Reddit AMA where I will answer your questions as soon as I can. But yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm fucking tired. I've been traveling. I finally got home from fucking Boston, which was a beautiful city. And again, I had so much fun. It really was such a good time. It was the experience of a lifetime. Thank you again, Bandai Namco and FromSoft, for inviting me out to play at your event. I'm honored, and I am so thankful for each and every one of you guys for watching me on YouTube and Twitch every day and supporting the channel, helping me grow. And you know, without you guys, I wouldn't be there, right? Without you guys, I literally wouldn't be there. I owe my entire success to each and every one of you. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. I love you all. You're fucking great. But for now, guys, again, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're excited for Nightreign as much as I am. And have a wonderful rest of your night. Peace, guys.
Half the resources gone, but half of Libра's HP. Whose side are you on? Let's hear it for the team! Let's hear it for Libra. Silence. Very nice.
Another posture break. Once again, they've been so aggressive against this boss. It's really paying dividends.
Oh my God. Haven't really seen this boss beat too much again. Have to go for these sigils. Can this team do it? Doesn't matter. Oh, Libra. Forget about your mini game. Oh, Brilliancy with the face as a result. Oro going down the Guardian ult. Resurrects him.
Mitch trying to stay aggressive, still keeping the fight. But this is an enraged Libra. One strike could be deadly.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. So close. No flasks left now. 4 minutes, but he does have a warming stone. Libra not letting him have him free. 1 HP for Mitch here. Gotta be careful. He does put down a little bit of an area of healing. Libra can teleport at any moment and change a target. We have to be careful here. He's gonna watch, okay.
Trying to heal up in the warming stone. Let other players take the aggression for the moment.
Sigil time.
They don't have any ultis for this though.
Uh-oh, they're gonna try to just break it with their... Whoa! Down to 20%. Let's see if we can do it. Back over to Mitch.
Come on, Mitch. Holding it down, trying to dodge the attack on the Lord.
Oh my God.
Oroboro's down, but the boss is low.
3 stamina bars worth of damage. Mitch is going to go for the revive. Maybe it's better to go straight for the boss. We may never know. Meanwhile, the boss kind of making a fool out of the Guardian at the same time. Nice dodges. Going down. Down to the dead guy. Swift dodges over and over. Has a flash to be able to use as well. Have to wait for the ultimate. The ultimate could revive everyone right now. Gotta be careful. Low HP. Flash the max HP. And we're waiting for it once again. Libra, low, going for one of the reses. He got him up. Ooh, hit again. doing it.
One last proc of the sigils. Can they break them in time?
There's so many in the sky right now. Someone has to be able to shoot them. Here's Mitch going for it, trying. The arrows aren't really reaching right now. Back over to Libra. He gets buffed while he's at such low HP. Can this team do it? They're gonna fight through the buff. Look at how fast these spells are now in stage 2. Oh my god. Getting hit by Madness. Libra teleporting again, going for another wave. Goes for a swing, miss, twice, 3 times, a big dodge. So right next to him, the entire team looking for a chance to strike. There it is. Libra down to 5. Libra down to 4, down to 3. Oh, gets 1, now left at 2. Nice swift dodge into another sigil, backing away, still looking for it. Libra, down to 1. Swift steps on all sides.
They're so incredibly low. Guardian doesn't have to
Big hits.
He's got to be cautious here. Even with Libra low, he's incredibly dangerous. We have seen runs fall at the final hurdle.
1%, 1%, looking for the rest here for Mitch real quick. He's gonna look for it. No ultimate, but there's a grapple in the Madness. Go for the runes. Go for the runes. Finding every single rune. No one going for Madness at all. They survive. One down. It's up to Mitch now. Can he get that last hit in? Going for some of the sword procs maybe. They all hit. 0.5% Libra. Almost there. About to go down. Mitch. Last hit.
Day, waiting for his chance. Now he strikes and he is victorious. Congrats, Pax East. What a cinematic masterpiece. And that was just one Night Lord, just one little piece of what you can expect on the 30th when Elden Ring Nightreign drops. Pre-order is available now. You can scan that QR code on your screen, get all the information up until launch. We're gonna have more events, more info dropping up until that date on the 30th. You guys have been fantastic here in PAX East.
Absolutely. Let's hear it one more time for the team. Hey, Nightmares, multiple Night Lords. If you guys enjoyed that, I hope to see you in the game. For now, you can go through that left door of the tent to your left. You're going to be able to get your winners swag there as you leave. Thank you guys for being such a great audience. Hope you have a great PAX.